penguins in Antarctica have to do with Trump's Liberation Day? 10% tariffs. Yes, even penguins weren't spared in the tariff war. And did you know that Trump has slapped several other uninhabited places with tariffs? Let us hear the whole story. US President punched the countries with tariffs during his Liberation Day speech on April 3rd. 34% on China, 20% on European Union, 46% on Vietnam and 26% on India. And along with this, he imposed a 10% tariff on the Antarctic island, which is covered in glaciers and home to penguins. Not just that, there are the Heard and McDonald Islands located in the territory of Australia. These are among the remotest places on Earth and you can only reach there via a 2-week boat voyage. It is believed that the last visit from people to these islands was 10 years ago, but on the contrary, the data shows that US imported 1.4 million of products from Heard and McDonald Islands in 2022. Apparently, these are machinery and electrical imports. But guess what? Heard and McDonald Islands made it to Trump's tariff list. Well, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called out this move and said nowhere on earth is safe.
The administration's tariffs have no basis in logic and they go against the basis of our two nations partnership.
Now, apart from these, even the external territories of Australia have been hit by tariff storm. Those places are Cocos Island, Christmas Island and Norfolk Island. In fact, Trump imposed a 29% tariff on Norfolk Island, which has a population of just 2,188 people. But who else is hit with the tariff war? Well, those are developing nations in Southeast Asia, including war-torn and earthquake-hit Myanmar and several African nations. Sadly, 17.8% of the population lives below the poverty line in Cambodia. And this developing country was worse hit with a tariff rate of a whopping 49%. But what is the reason for this? Well, more than half of the country's factories are reportedly owned by China. Laos, which has a poverty rate of 18.3%, was hit by a tariff of 48%. The country was heavily bombed by the US during the Cold War. Vietnam and Myanmar also bear the brunt. Adding to the list, several nations in Africa will also be affected by Trump's trade war. Those are Lesotho, Madagascar and Botswana. Sri Lanka faces a 44% tariff and Serbia faces 37%. So, Trump has thrown his tariff card and begun the trade war. What are your thoughts on this move that didn't even spare penguins?